Hi gamers, and welcome to the Telkom Gaming Show. Thanks for all your comments and suggestions with regards to our show. Please keep them coming. Today we dig into The Last of Us Remastered and Diablo 3, and also take a glimpse at Logitech's Powershell iPhone controller. Sony has officially announced the release of PS4 version of The Last of Us on the console. According to the publisher, The Last of Us on PS4 will run in 1080p with a list of upgrades and even more improvements. Additionally, The Last of Us Remastered comes out with loads of DLC content, including the Left Behind single-player expansion, the Abandoned Territories multiplayer map pack, and the Reclaimed Territories map pack. The Remastered edition will also include exclusive director's commentary for all in-game cinematic, featuring creative director and writer Neil Druckmann, game director Bruce Straley, voice actor Troy Baker who plays Joel, and BAFTA award-winning voice actress Ashley Johnson who plays Ellie. The Last of Us launched as a PlayStation 3 exclusive last June. It's since won over 200 awards, including Game of the Year. The Last of Us Remastered is scheduled for release later this year for PS4. It is definitely something special, and Naughty Dog can be proud of what they have put up here, as this will probably be one of the better games you have played in the last few years and may continue to be for a number of years still to come. For the full review, visit our website at telkomgaming.co.za or check out the link in the description below. Additionally, the Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition launched for console as we took a look at its PlayStation version. One could argue that it may be a fruitless endeavor, but it seems as though Blizzard may have gotten this one right. Originally only designed for PC, the rise of the console popularity after 2005 perhaps may have been the seed that Blizzard was willing to water, because Diablo 3 console just makes sense. When discussing Diablo 3 on console, it is important to say how easy everything has been made. Players will move their characters around with the analog stick and have nifty little roll with the other stick. Each spell slot or ability is assigned to a button, with X being your primary attack and R2 being your secondary. Things like traps with the Demon Hunter can be laid down with square, while triangle will summon your animal companion. Essentially, things in Diablo 3 have been made so simple and yet so enjoyable, resulting in a much more responsive movement from the character with combat that feels much more engaging. From going to the mundane click 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 on PC to the side swipe, roll, leap and cleave on console, it is a much more rewarding experience than we've ever felt on Diablo 3 on PC. We gave Diablo 3 on PlayStation a 90 out of 100. Again, for a full review, please check out the link in the description below. This week in the DGL segment, the Winter Leg Playoffs will feature the top 2 teams from each group being promoted to the Premier Division for the next season in their chosen title. This will also qualify them for the Telkom DGC later in the year. The lowest 6 teams per group will move into the First Division for the next season and will head into the DGC playoffs, where they will fight amongst other teams to secure a spot in the Telkom DGC. In Dota 2, Liberty Esports Full On Dukes and Team Immersion lead Group A, so far being undefeated on 2 games each. Ventus Dota lead Group B with 3 wins from 3 games. There are still a number of games left to play, so the Premier Playoffs are wide open. Ecstasy Reign and Damage Control OBI are 2 strong contenders in Group B and will hope to make their jump to the top spot after completing their games in the playoffs. Berserk Gaming, another favourite, this one in Group A, will want to secure as many wins as possible to try and take a podium spot too. They currently sit in 3rd place with just 1 game played and will hope to continue their form throughout the remainder of the playoffs. In League of Legends, the LoL Winter Leg Playoffs is rounding off its 2nd week with a number of games having been played. Ventus, who recently rejoined the competitive online community, see their team Ventus LoL playing 2 out of their 4 games already, landing up with 5 points so far. Critical Thinking, the only team having been demoted to Group A, has yet to play a game but will be looking to reclaim their spot in the Premier Division for the 2015 season and a spot in the 2014 DGC. RMDD LoL has retired and will be losing their seeding in the Premier Division for the 2015 season. NAV Paranoia is currently sitting at the top of Group B in the Breakthrough Playoffs. Bench Guards will be looking to return to their former glory, moving up the ranks to the Premier Division after a mishap with the submission of their rosters, having them lose their seeding. Group A of the Breakthrough Playoffs is pushing forward as games get scheduled and teams try to beat each other for the top spots. The CSGO playoffs show Eternal Conflict leading the pack with 3 wins from 3 games. The top outfits are eager to retain their place in the Premier Division following a difficult winter leg, but still have to face both Aperture Gaming and Virtue Esports, who, while having played 1 game apiece, share 100% of the record so far. Meanwhile, the endgame remains strong favourites for promotion, having managed 2 wins and just 1 loss. In the breakthrough playoffs, Liberty Esports, Royal Pirates, Clutch Kings, Veneration Esports, Aquitus and Infinity Gaming are all undefeated and will certainly be able to close their seasons with just a few games to go. The top 3 teams from each group will head into the championship playoff to fight for a spot in the DGC later this year. In card, Ghosts, Berserk Gaming and Accelerator Gaming lead Group A in the Ghost PC Premier Playoffs. Each team has taken 3 wins apiece and are just a few games away from cementing their place at the top of the table. Impy, EVE, ZA Dragons are the clear favourites in Group B, having taken maximum points from 3 league games. Meanwhile, Extreme Rush are hot on their heels and will be hoping to take a top spot when the 2 teams meet later this month. With so much up for grabs, there are sure to be a number of exciting and thrilling matchups come the end of the Ghost PC playoffs. In BF4, DGL playoffs are going by quickly as the cream of the crop are quickly rising to the top of the groups in the various playoffs. In the 8v8 Premier Playoffs, SSG Panda Bandits currently lead Group A with 3 wins under their belt, with NSD Retribution showing similar dominance in Group B. The Breakthrough Playoffs has 2 groups of 6 teams, with just a group winner being invited to the DGC Playoffs later this year. Ecstasy Forsaken has taken the reins of Group A, while AXIM Concilium has taken a grip on Group B for the meantime. The 5v5 Playoffs has 2 teams in the running for the top of the group, with RSDM Demoralizers and Ecstasy Who are neck and neck at the moment. Both teams have an 100% win ratio, although the Relentless Defiance side has an extra win under their belt. In today's special feature, we review the Powershell iPhone controller from Logitech. Now, Logitech has released an iPhone controller called the Powershell. It's basically a controller sleeve that you slot your iPhone in if you're a die-hard gamer and require a few more controller buttons to make your mobile gameplay a bit more enjoyable. In terms of overall build quality, the Logitech Powershell is quite solid. It has a good weight too, so it feels substantial in your hands. Getting the iPhone into a Powershell is also quite easy and effortless. It doesn't slide apart like other controllers, as the Powershell's lightning connector input jack rests in a pivot that swivels upward. So the part won't damage over time when you snap your iPhone into the controller or take it out. Controversially, it only features a single D-pad though, lacking the dual analog sticks of its Seal series and Moga competitors. That one glaring gripe is even more unfortunate because the rest of the buttons are solid enough. The full face buttons are clicky and responsive, and the triggers too. There's a small switch on the side to turn on the device charging function. On average, it charges about 10% in 5 minutes if you're not using your phone. With the screen locked, it should get you up from low battery to fully charged in under an hour. The Powershell includes high-profile game names like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Sonic the Hedgehog, Anomaly 2, Asphalt 8, Bastion, Galaxy on Fire 2, Limbo, Minigore 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Knights of the Old Republic, Tomb Raider, and many more. Now, you can pick up one of these from any of the online stores, as they go for anything from 500 Rand used to 1,000 Rand new. It's quite a nifty thing to have if you're an Apple freak, and it's also quite sturdy and strong, so you can throw it in your bag and carry it around until your next gaming fix. But unfortunately, that's it for your gaming fix this week, guys, but we'll see you again next week. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Telkom Gaming. Cheers for now.